You mentioned that you were recently in a slump as well, or a limbo. Like, what did that come from?
I don't know. I remember, it was last year. Excuse me. I remember just, I don't know what it was. It was kind of like my first bout with depression, I think, where I just, things that I just didn't care about the pastries like I did before. I just didn't have that.
It became routine?
It kind of became routine. It was I just wasn't inventive. I wasn't interested in R&D'ing new things. I remember we slowed down. So it was like October, and we had really great summer with great numbers, and all of a sudden we kind of slowed down. And I remember just thinking like, that's it. Nobody loves me anymore. Maybe I'm not that good.
The highs are high and the lows are low.
I know. And that's literally what one of my bakers said to me is like, when you're on, you're on. And when you're down, you're down. And it was really something I had to like kind of look at and figure out how to get out of it and what that effect is on the people around me.
I've said this on a previous episode, but in the Chicago Bulls documentary Last Dance, Phil Jackson said that you're only as successful as your last successful act.
Yeah.
And that it's a process that you have to continue striving for and repeating. If you want to maintain that level.
Yeah, and that's a lot of hard work, right? To
discipline.
So much discipline.
And it's, I think Rick Rubin does a great job at explaining this as well, as like not forcing inspiration.
Yeah.
And just be.
Being. But I also think that you have to do work in order, like inspiration, I think mostly is bullshit. Like you can't just sit around and be like, I'm going to wait to get inspired.
Yeah.
You have to like really start doing work, and then you go, oh,
yeah,
this is inspiring. And then you grab a hold of whatever that is and you kind of run with it. But just sitting around waiting for inspiration is
action. You got to take action.
You have to take action. And a lot of times it's the wrong action. And
that's fine. And that's where
but it's more than fine.
It could be a lesson.
Learning. Yeah, you're learning from that. But yeah, the thing about inspiration is,
I think people put it on a pedestal.
Yeah, for sure.
So then to get yourself out of that slump, was it, going for walks, spending more time with the family, working out, losing yourself in the kitchen?
I think it was a little bit of losing myself in the kitchen and just kind of, I think it was also, again, that baker, he kind of called me out and said some things that I probably needed to hear. And about, just, you are winning, even if you don't feel like it now, like you're doing the thing, so a lot of his perspective, and